You're listening to The Grind with Chromatics playing the best in TNT music.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. That's who's here. Yeah. Tell them this.
Won't you give me the chance to express my feelings about this girl named Mary Jane? Mary Jane, oh Mary Jane.
Tell them.
Why the rain on me eyeball intriguing yourself, Mr. Officer, hey Mr. Officer.
You're listening to The Grind.
Yeah, man.
You go sing it again. Ladies and gentlemen, Reefer King is in the building. But he had to sing a tune before we get into it. Yeah.
Won't you give me the chance to express my feelings?
Express it.
About this girl named Mary Jane.
Tell me about you.
Mary Jane.
Tell me about you.
Mary Jane.
Alright.
Why the rain on me eyeball intriguing yourself, Mr. Officer, hey Mr. Officer. Bridging on your team and tell you say me clean enough, Mr. Officer, oh Mr. Officer. I'm no convict on provocation, me not take, am I being detained? If not, I'll just be on my way. Hey, I'll just be on my way.
Say what now?
Hey. As another black man, I thought you'd have understanding. They put you through schools, but those schools could never land you in the place of a wet man about to buy a new trident. Should I just stay silent? Mr. Lord, we know your mind's empty, clouded by power and envy. Yes, my Lord Sensei, you know all too well. Oh, Cloud 9, what a mystic smell. Ganja burning, lesson learned, I know you know that well. Oh well, why the rain on me eyeball intriguing yourself, Mr. Officer, oh Mr. Officer. Bridging on your team, don't tell you say me clean enough, Mr. Officer,
yeah, man.
oh Mr. Officer. I'm no
868, it's all about the grind.
So ladies and gentlemen, we have in the building long awaited, the one, the only Reefer King.
Yeah, man, blessings to you, Chromatics. Give thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Blessed good night, TNT.
Yeah, man.
Love in the house.
Glad to have you here.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
A little bit late.
A little late, you know, life does go.
But all you're from the Southland.
We from South, correct is right.
Right.
I ain't know these ends. I had to admit, I ain't know these ends.
That's alright, you'll get familiar.
Yeah.
Especially when the entertainment industry opened back up, you know what I mean? Reefer had a route.
Yeah, facts.
Don't know. So, we've played, over the last year or more, we've played a number of your songs. I believe this would have been the first song that we've ever played from you.
Yeah.
And as soon as I heard it, I was like, yo, who is this man? I heard a lot of buzz. Shout out to Mike White, shout out to Joe Black from South.
Too.
And the whole Southside movement, you know what I mean? It was just like, hey, he's Reefer, Reefer.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Stoney, I believe Stoney's like same thing, I'm working with this youth, you know what I mean, and so we want to send some joints, and I was like, for sure, you know what I mean, and this song, Mr. Officer, totally blew me away, because I was looking for reggae and whatnot. So just give me a little backstory about, who Reefer King is, what really influenced you to start writing music, making music, as a youth man coming up, etc., etc.
Yeah. Reefer King at this point in time is his own entity right now. You know what I mean? He's a part of me. But he's a part of me that I trying to be 100%. When I say he's advisor, he's warrior, he's conqueror and father. You know what I mean?
Right.
He conquer in all aspects of life while continuing to send the message through the music, because that's his passion and that's what he really loves. You know what I mean? Regardless of anything, it's always the love for it now, boy. From since growing up, since in school days, everything now.
Right.
Coming up.
Well, no, but tell me about that. So, like, what was your first, exposure to music? What made you want to start to, write and then go in studio and record and thing? How that story came about?
Realizing I could sing from a young age now, but from since, primary school.
Okay.
And from the time I realized I could sing, I used to go, small karaoke and thing and mash up the place. I know who is this youth man coming and tearing up the place. But
so you used to go and sing like
yeah, I mean them. I go in there and I requesting a lot of reggae, because that was why I love singing at the time now. You know what I mean? So I used to go there and sometimes the DJ do have that kind of instrumental and I sing in the acapella for them and mashing up the place still. You know what I mean? When I realized I could write was when I started to get more into hip hop and thing around secondary school. And then I said, well, alright, let me try to put on bars and things. We used to freestyle in school as regular and mash up the place. That's more at the time when I started meet Mike Wise and them fellas and them.
Right.
And from continuing writing over and over again, I started to realize, yo, I have my own voice now because it's my bars I write in. You understand? So I had to find a way to do it different to everybody. And
well, yeah, that's
working on the craft now, boy.
Nice. That's something we're going to get into because your versatility as an artist. Because I was greedy for reggae now because I want new reggae, new local reggae, especially to fill up we tunes. You know what I mean? Fill up, we create and thing. You know what I mean? Because we want to highlight all genres. But then Stoney started to send across different types of stuff. You know, different types of tunes, etc. So, was it just? How was that? You know, why choose to be so versatile, or why, you know what I mean, not just stick with one genre or like a few genres within vibe?
Like I say again, it's because I did love now, but I couldn't give up rapping when I started it, and I couldn't give up singing either. Right. You know what I mean? I love R&B music. Also, I love hard hip hop. I love dubstep, grime. I love that kind of spitting bars now. But I have a favorite artist in rap, that's Kendrick Lamar. I have a favorite artist in reggae, that's Junior Gong. You know what I mean? I have a favorite
extreme lyricists.
Yeah, I have a favorite R&B artist, that's Yolanda. Yolanda, I find she voices extremely beautiful. But that's what I mean. But I just couldn't give it up. So I find my own way to fit myself into every lane. And that kind of hard to just put a category on me now, boy. True. You know what I mean? And that is how I end up staying versatile. And it become my own style, literally.
Right. So the versatile artists, all kind of genre you touching. I mean, we're gonna give an example of that, you know what I mean? But Trav, I want to jump into that one day. That one is called Too Close to Home. Reefer King is our guest here today on the grind. What you feel like? Live again?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Wow, it's coming too close to home. I'm needing a new safe zone. People getting killed right next door. Pigs are asking me to know about that.
I know nothing.
It's coming too close to home. I'm needing a new safe zone. People getting killed right next door. Pigs are asking me to know about that. I pray daily, Jah guide my path and show no fear in the shadow of the dark. Peter people and me know I'm gonna switch pan path. Play with fire, you get burned. That's what you learned from the start. Evolution of my dog. Now I'm start for players and Chromatics loading in the van. Said him got a master plan. Fi get rich fast, big cash once everybody know fi do that quick dash. No mix match, no care if anybody a day one. But then the day comes and you see their faces with smiles, welcoming smokes and warm embraces. Feeling at a loss for words as your hands start shaking, your heart start race, that 40 pound your waist, and no poly face start changing, scoping out the scenery. Evidently PT asking him what's the scene, and well, what happens next? I just really want to shake off. If you really wanna know, just check the news a bit later. Too close to home, I'm needing a new safe zone.
Yeah, easy Stoney. So ladies and gentlemen, once again,
you're listening to the grind.
And we have in the building with Reefer, King Stoney. Yeah, man, Stoney, big up yourself. So you can say something. Yeah, the mic should be able to reach. You know what I mean? So how you came across, Reefer, and what made you really start to want to work with him and whatnot. For those who don't know, Stoney is a producer, drummer, all around musician. You know what I mean? Music man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Love to the grind. Love to Chromatics and the grind team. First and foremost.
Don't know respect.
Enough respect. Love for this brother right here. I'm not gonna go into that now, you know what I mean? I was telling him, Reefer, let me don't do that in this round we have plenty of respect for the grind and Chromatics.
Appreciate it, man.
You know what I mean? So that's first and foremost. I met Reefer coming down south, family vibes, family north and south. We from in the north, and north and south. So moving back and forth, bounce up. Somebody who was working with Reefer actually. And he was telling me he wanted to do a little studio vibes at home by him. and he has this artist he want me to meet. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, this man. He's on and on about this man. Yo, Reefer, yo. So eventually he woke up the little meeting. We met over by them. We started to plan to build the studio by him or whatever. Shout out to Capone. Let me don't even try to, you know what I mean, hide his name. Shout out to Capone. Big shouts, big love and big respect to that brother there. And he was like, yo, let me hook you up with this man here. And soon as me and Reefer link, that was it.
Yeah, natural vibes.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Capone, he played something for me and I was like, yo, that's this dude wavy, you know what I mean? It was a reggae tune, but he was waving all over that thing and I was like, yo, alright. And then we hooked up in the studio that time and I started to run some beats for him. So I have how to say quickly without wasting time. I have like beats that you know what I mean, we could send out to the radio. Kind of thing, and then we have some beats that just, you know what I mean, kind of unorthodox, as they would say.
Yeah, different thing.
He loved that kind of thing.
Yeah, different kind of vibe.
He loved that. Like that. So as soon as I started to play that kind of stuff, he was, yo, hold on, play that one, pull that one back. And what he was doing on it, I was like, I wasn't expecting that kind of stuff at all, you know what I mean? He was connecting to those instrumentals, like he heard them before, like I was writing them for songs for him or something. I was like, what? And that was it right there. So as you know what I mean, I coming from that kind of background to plenty different projects musically kind of thing. I have a love for that, to be able to take all the influences and express, you know what I mean, your ideas through what you learn, you know what I mean. So I was getting that off this brethren, and yeah, that's where it grew from there. I mean, it was a process, you know what I mean. We were linking, and then certain time we were out of contact kind of thing, but it was natural.
Yeah, every time.
It was, even when we wasn't linking, it was like, you know what I mean, certain things was happening, you know, he would send me certain messages and that kind of real deep kind of vibes, you know what I mean, where, like you say, I was mentioning them to you before I even send music to you.
Right.
And people all up in, you know what I mean, in Port of Spain side, all my homies in Port of Spain, Kafra and these brothers, and I was like, yo, listen to this
Kafra.
here. Yeah, yo, big up Kafra, bro.
Yeah.
Kafra, whoever and whatever, and I was always playing this, you know, these little demos for them, like, yo, check out this brother here. And everybody was like, yo, he different, boy. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mention what some people were saying, so I wouldn't have to drop no names, but, you know, like Nigel and these brothers, I was, you know, playing them for, and they were definitely impressed with what they was hearing, you know what I mean? So that was giving me more motivation to, you know, continue working with the brother, and yeah, but it was all this natural, and I mean, you hearing what's going on with this right here,
sure,
you know what I mean? So,
but I want to know, Reefer, like, you know, have you, what has been the reception, or have you been making any wrongs within the reggae fraternity? So more so, you know, like the stalwarts, the people who have been in it, or you're still trying to penetrate that sort of brotherhood. You know what I mean? Because I tell certain people about Reefer King, and they're like, and I play a tune, they're like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean. Yeah. You know, saying that, is there anybody within your local reggae fraternity that you'd like to work with and stuff like that?
Any reggae community that I definitely like to work with. From Trinidad.
Yeah, from Trinidad. This is the grind, you know what I mean?
Rian Elbowen.
Okay, well, Rian, just like you.
Honest. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not necessarily a reggae
artist. I met him a few times.
Right.
But I know he's styling within reggae. You know what I mean? Other than... But that's like my youth man that I want to work with. He's around my age, my time, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to Rion
when I say no, if my wish it would be to work with Prophet, Sasha.
All
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
all of them, to be honest now. But I really would want to work with each and every one of them. You know what I mean? But as a youth, and I feel like I could reach out to. That strength is more real now.
Alright, well, yeah, no doubt. We can make that. Soraya, we can make that right. Where you going right? We can make that happen, you know. We can make that happen like in the morning, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, everything in that time, man. Everything in that time, man. So what's the goal now? Like, you know, I see you putting out music consistently.
Yeah.
Is there any works for EP or album or those sort of things?
Currently, the last one I dropped was called Life Suite.
Right. We're gonna get into that just now.
We'll get into that one. But I have one right after Life Suite. That's called Glory. can't wait to drop that one. That one is another bombshell.
All right.
You know what I mean?
And
When
what kind of
that
vibes is that?
That is a reggae fusion. It feels like a hip hop here inside, but it covered with reggae.
I can get a verse on it or? I can't get a verse on Reefer. I can't get a 16
Oh Lord. Oh, never had it.
No doubt. So, what I want to do, Trav? Boom.
We were talking about giving you all the premiere for that.
We was thinking about that as well, about giving the only premiere.
Of course.
Before it even released.
Of course. So what, next week?
It for the grind.
Next week? We can't premiere it next week?
Yeah.
Or whenever, because we got the plug. Stoney, you the plug. But what I want to do right now, I want to get into not Life Sweet yet, Trav.
Yeah.
We go end it off with that. I want to go into Power, because Power, as we've been talking about the versatility of Reefer here today, this is a more sort of hip-hop fusion vibe once again, you know what I mean? So let's get into this. This one is called Power. Reefer King is our guest in the building. He chilling for a little bit, you know what I mean?
You're listening to the grind.
You know what?
Yeah.
Alright.
I want that one live.
Hey.
Let's go. Hey.
See, money is power, and power is everything. Man, I got some medicine. Hey, time to start listening. Listen about the cup that you sipping in, or should I say cup that you sipping from? Man, I'm only heard when I beat my drums of glory. War stories of me hardcore. It now it's to the floor, and I might go heavy vibes, heavy flow, bad mind. Yeah, I know we don't prepare for them. Have shells and spare for them. Cause you know me not care for them, but you round up beer for them. Make one thing clear for them. Me not roll with the fairy them. High grade and scary friend. Me got on by the ATM. Big plan, big cranium. Want pack out the stadium. Tell the alien. Back up time for heal the dan. No, don't try slay the man. No, don't try play the dan. When you can't build no foundation, so when the house collapse, you want blame the land. When you can't take this BC, that's bad condition. Cold as winter, frozen splinters flying up. Master splinter running. Now you doubt this South King coming up. You guffing up like you can do something about it. Moving mountains, reef about it, spreading out like water fountain. Pennies I'll be counting up. Many steadily mounting up, readily bunking out, heavily venting now. Them style they renting out. The speed and plenty talk and empty words. How quickly they forget the moves you make, the road you take. Money is power, and power is everything. Man, I got some medicine.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our guest in the building. He goes by the name of Reefer King. King Stoney is also here. We're not Reefer King and King Stoney. But I don't know, get it. I mean, Is he rude boy? Help me figure these things out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So you were saying before, like you intend for an EP or album, or you have another song coming. It's called Glory.
Another single, correct?
Right, but any plans for an album?
Yeah. Well, after that, I have a upcoming EP called Crossroads. Can look out for that one too.
Okay.
That one coming in a style of a dancehall fusion, pop fusion. Is everything inside of that.
But right, speaking of that, you have we actually have more songs, but I didn't line up all of them. You know what I'm saying? But so this song that we're hearing in the back here, right? Live Sweet. Right. I kind of wanna give me a little information, because this is your latest single that's out right now, right?
Yeah.
So tell us a little about this, because this is almost in the vein of a dancehall kind of hip hop vibe. As we just heard, you could spit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
No problem.
So tell us about Live Sweet.
Alright, this especially in recent timing, that's what kind of gave me the inspiration to write this song, because the song was written recent too. You know what I mean? Going through life now, but you're hearing people complaining every day is something they're complaining about. At least in my yard, my environment, the people around me, you just hear them complain a lot about things that we going through and things that we do have and things that we could have get and lost opportunity and all of that.
Right.
At the end of the day, we still, as Trinidad say, we have it sweet still. People don't understand how sweet we have it now. You understand? There are people living right here who have it much, much, much worse. So when you complaining, I just always watch myself now, boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I catch myself by wait, I complaining by I have one son. That's my little king. You understand? I have one. It's a man now they have four. And they walking nowhere, they have no house. You understand? They have no money coming in, they're not even hustling, they're planting nothing. They have nothing out there for them now, boy. And them still coming out there with a smile and doing something and helping people on the road and thing. And you here complaining. And I watching myself in the mirror, I say, nah, though. You gotta You had to stand up, but nah, something wrong. Boom, Stoney sent an instrumental that just resonating with everything that I going through, which is the beat you're hearing right now.
Right.
And that is it. From time I started with pen to paper, that is exactly what come to mind, and that's how I just go through my writing process most times.
Right.
It has come from what I feeling at the time now by the experience I going through and them kind of thing. That's how life sweet come to be.
No doubt, no doubt. I think we're gonna wrap up the interview with that one on that vibes and that note there. We're gonna leave with Life Sweet, you know what I mean? And you're gonna sing it live. But before we do that, anybody want to shout out any big up to the Southland side, or anybody who had helped you in the past, reach to this point here in music?
Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? The whole Double S Empire, the whole screw, the whole family now, but everybody don't know themselves from time they watch this, because I know my family probably log on with me speaker outside. You know what I mean? The brothers and them, who, especially Cap, who introduced me to Stone.
Right.
You know what
Capone,
I mean?
yeah.
Because if it wasn't for Cap, I'm not sure how I would have met Stone.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this linkage would have never happened. I would never reached this far.
Right.
You know what I mean? And big shouts to Zach. Zach is another man that's work with the music with us. You know what I mean? With Over Average Entertainment. So shout out to Over Average and the whole King Stoney, Zach, and myself, and other brothers and sisters who make this thing happen now. But shout out Jelano in the house. In the house. Yeah, Jelano creeping and crawling in the back. Moving like a real.
And then just trying to get this room boy with the cooler. Real quiet.
Yeah, son. Feel nobody recognizing them on night people. Yeah, son.
No doubt. So, as we always say, though, all right, before you leave again, what's anything you want to say to the nation or any of the youths locked on listening?
Yo, people at TNT, youths and ghetto youths at TNT, this is not over, and this is not the end for we, and we strong people in the king. We come from a small island, but we special, and any tree touch out there, always hear about them and something in the king, and something, and that's how we is. That's what we is now, boy. We's power, we's conqueror, we's advisor and father and people now, boy. We have love. All we gotta do is continue to preach it. It's not just badness, cause we known for that. Nobody do have to doubt that in we done bad. You know what I mean? In everything. Now I mean, preach goodness and positivity. That is what we're gonna overcome this time. Just like telling you.
You don't know, ladies and gentlemen, Reefer King. That is our guest in the building. We want to thank him and King Stoney for passing through, coming all the way from South, getting lost, but they reached still.
We reached.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we here. And give thanks.
You no doubt.
Thanks
This
for having us.
song is called Life Sweet, right? Premiered on the grind. Well, I don't know if I premiered it, but we played it on the grind a few weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? This is Reefer King. Reefer King.
Who know better know if we prepare. If we prepare. Who know better know if we prepare. Listen close, yeah? Listen close. Who know better know if we prepare. From you and me cross street, bad mind fi agree over crocodile teeth. Silent with the step like crocodile feet. When you no find them, you fi know the crocodile tweet. Team a well oil machine, check the rap sheet. Gyal a the soil for me, need my queen. No more recoil, me just slide 17 in the scope with the beam. Me a cope with the scheme fi ya open your dome, sight your hopes and your dreams. Man I go with the flow, with the wave that you in fi ya grow. If you know about the sword and the shield would sound, if you keep, if you know what me mean. Man I pro up on the field, and I do like to stand up if you know, if you kneel. And I do wanna follow if you know, if you lead, if you know. But the beat keep a low with the green certain book you fi read. From when you feel life sweet, when the breakdown reach, there is no one left to tell you. Gunshots do not besiege. When you feel life sweet,
You feel it sweet.
can't help but reach, and there's no one left to tell you. Ooh.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the sounds of Reefer King. We want to thank him once again for passing through.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, King Stoney. This is the grind, the best in TNT music. We're gonna take a quick break, but we gonna let the tune run out. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we have another guest in the building.
Some man a start breathe. Me know some pussy wanna with me drilling and ting. Back up a brick to show you about them residency.